Hey, gorgeous queens, handsome kings, and all of you beautiful humans in between. I was supposed to start this content creation journey a long time ago. Um, but shoulda, coulda, woulda, we're here now, and that's what matters. Um, this is not my sole purpose, but this is one of my many purposes in this life. And my goal is to fulfill all of my purposes before I leave this plane and head to the next. And I feel this is hard for me because I'm a perfectionist and I'm not one who's patient enough to do video edits and all of that jazz. I will sit here and record a video a million times until I get that damn thing right. That is who I am. That is how it's going to be. And I know there's easier ways, but once I get it set in my head that I want it a certain way, come hell or high water, that's what it's going to be. So, I feel like I'm doing the world a disservice by introducing myself and making my debut now. And the reason for that is when God and the universe and spirit started moving me in the direction to know that I was supposed to be in the public eye, and I am supposed to have a platform, content creation and social media being one of those platforms, to share the divine knowledge and wisdom that has been bestowed upon me. And the reason I feel like I'm doing the world a disservice is because the will that I could have offered you before I unexpectedly lost my mom in 2018 is not the will that I can give to you today. And I do know that he's deep within. He's still in here and shines through at different moments. But once you lose somebody that close, that you love so deeply, it changes every fiber of your being. It alters it in some way. And I'm a totally different person. I still have the same high standards and high values. But it's sometimes harder. I have to dig extra deep to find certain things that used to come so natural to me. So it's unfortunate that I could not have introduced myself. And even though there's thousands of people that I know by name and by memory, and I know something about them, and I know them by face and all of the things, and they know that version of Will. But the world doesn't necessarily know that version. And I just wish that you could have met him. And I do have faith that he will rear his beautiful head throughout this journey in some way or some form or fashion. But it makes me sad because that will has carried me through so much in this life. And I wanted to, one thing that could have really helped a lot of people, and I know that my grief journey still can because it has only yet begun, but I wish that I could have made myself take you along the journey of the raw emotion. In the times that I didn't have any emotion or felt like I couldn't shed any more tears. And one reason I didn't was because during that time, I have many gifts and many spiritual gifts. And during that time, I thought that seeing people cry on the internet made me cringe, but it wasn't. It was only certain individuals that made me cringe. And what I grew to realize and understand was it was the inauthentic people, the ones who were putting on. And it was my spiritual gifts and my gift of discernment that allowed me to see through the facade and know that they were inauthentic and know that they were not being genuine. And that is what made me cringe. Because now, when I see authentic and genuine people putting their most vulnerable moments in their content or online for the world to see, I instantly start to shed tears because I'm a true empath as well. So I know when it's real, and without a shadow of a doubt. So I wish I could have took you guys on that journey, because I can't go back, and I'm sure I'll relive some of those moments, but when it's happening, there's just something so authentic and genuine about that moment that can provide so much healing and insight and all of the things to others, and make them feel seen and heard and loved, and help them along their journey. Maybe they aren't brave enough to take that step or to show that side of themselves. You just have no idea the impact that you're making on other people. And any positive impact that I can make, that's what I want to do in this life. So I have so much to say, and you are going to hear me talk about all sorts of things. I wish that I could be a content creator, they have their niche, and I'm sure I will discover that along the way. But I have so much to say about all aspects of life, and so much knowledge and wisdom to give. And at times I don't even know where it comes from, and I think that goes hand in hand with being told my entire life that I'm an old soul. People knew, and that I was wise beyond my years. And with that knowledge and wisdom has come great responsibility. And it came at a price. It came at a cost to me. I had to grow up very fast. And a childhood, what was that? There was no such thing. I did not have a childhood. I had big shoes to fill at a very young age. And I'm better for it. I'm a better person. And of course, I had some disadvantages and some things that I had to overcome because of that. But I'm grateful for the person that I have become in spite of that and because of that. So anyways, whoa, I know this is one of my longest videos yet, and that's okay. But I'm looking forward to sharing everything that I can and making the most positive impact that I can on all of you. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this if you made it all the way through. And always remember, be kind, be loved, be true, but most of all, baby, always be you. I love you so much.